Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, or whatever the time of day or night it is you're tuning in to First Report 42.something.
Something.
Yeah.
44.5.
With this guy, Fletch, Tapper Two Toes.
This guy, Clayton Mitchell.
Yeah, great pleasure to be here. It's been a few weeks, actually, that we've got together. We are fast approaching Christmas, which is only 3 weeks away.
So, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Big Merry Christmas. Today is also our staff party for all of our team, all of our caucus. A great opportunity for us to get together and wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Thank everybody for all the work they've done. And hopefully staff get us a Christmas present, because we've been pretty good bosses.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I hope you all get
I'm
to
just
do
making
the
that
same as
part
well.
up.
You know, celebrate each other. It's a wonderful time of year. It's great. Hopefully you're winding down. But yeah, have a Merry Christmas. And for those of the staff who actually watched this, there's quite a few of you. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we love you. Hey, also Fletch, you're away this week off to Europe to talk about some bilateral positivities, but you've had an interesting day today. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, I've just finished a meeting here in the office with an American delegation, and it was a wide-ranging conversation. We did actually talk about trade, and but we talked a lot about the Pacific. So, can I ask?
Something just popped into my head and then a filter came up, so I just thought it'd be better not to say it.
We won't go there. It was distracting.
I can see that. I apologise, people.
So, just the positivity in the room, the opportunities in terms of Pacific engagement with the US, these continuing to have the conversations around trade. It was a really positive afternoon, and I suppose that was the message I wanted to get out.
How close do you think we are, in real terms, to put a free trade agreement deal together with the USA? Because we've been a long way away for such a long time, but I get the sense we're getting closer.
I think it's been a 30-year conversation, to be honest, but I think in technical terms what we're trying to do now is put the scaffolding on the ground so that you can build.
It's a good analogy.
And talk about the points, you know, the kind of hurt points, the easy ones, and go from there.
So what you're saying is there is some structure that you can put scaffolding around. We've just now got to start putting the building together. So
I think that's a fair way to describe it. And actually, that's actually why I'm heading off overseas, going to speak to some of the European Union member countries, just to remind them how important the New Zealand EU FTA is as well. So I'll do that before Christmas, be back in time for the last day. So yeah,
we'll hold the fort back here for you, mate.
I think it's really important. So and it's all about trade and opportunities and diversification of markets for New Zealanders. So it's
sounds
really
exciting.
important. Yeah, it's great. So I mean, what's been the focus for you today or this week?
Well, actually, in the recess week, really, quite importantly, I went with because I sit on the executive for the Business Parliamentary Trust, which you've done some placements with, and I did a placement with the Ports of Auckland. I think they thought I was a spy, actually, with everything that's going on up there with North.
There's been a lot of big conversations
there
going
has
on.
Been. So I was sort of a little bit sort of ostracised, but then they gave me some love and showed me around. It was actually quite fascinating. And so the conversation, realistically, is the Ports of Auckland will eventually move north and south, I think, to Tauranga and to Auckland, to Whangarei. But, you know, and it needs to be done over a reasonable period of time. But there will, I think, always be a foothold in Auckland to have a port.
Yeah.
But the exciting thing that I got out of that, Fletcher, and something that you well know is a policy that New Zealand First has had for a very long time, is re-establishing the Blue Highway. We once had one of the largest coastal shipping fleets in the world per capita, and now we've got a tiny fleet of probably half a dozen ships, including our Blue Bridge ships that travel backwards and forwards between Picton and Wellington. One bulk container ship and a few oil and gas ships that go up and down. But it's a highway which costs nothing to pave, nothing to maintain or upkeep. All we need to do is to have some capital expenditure, set some infrastructure up around those, maybe a little bit of rail to connect these areas a little bit better. And we've got this fantastic facility running right up the length of the east and the west coast. In fact, George Thorogood sung about it, the Blue Highway, about the west coast of the United States.
Are you going to sing that for us?
People don't lift me up, something like that. Anyway, I won't go there. Anyway, enough on that, but it's something that I'm personally passionate about, that New Zealand First is passionate about. We want to do a lot more in that space, so keep your ears and eyes open to some good initiatives coming up real soon. But look, we're at our time.
Yeah.
So Merry Christmas. We won't probably have another chance for you and I to get together and do one of these.
No, so have an amazing Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, everyone. I mean, really enjoy yourself. It's going to be sunny and warm, so...
And a big call out to the 6 people that have been tuning in every week that we've been doing these. We
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much.
your loyalty. All the best.
See ya.